Now, absolutely nothing good is going to happen in Bethesda Susa. It's going to be hell on earth. We're almost certainly going to die. So I'm pretty sure that our best choice... Let's just have a loop through. Have a look what we can do. Bear jerky. Let's whack some honey in. And some vegetable. We'll go for lignin. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. It might be worth actually learning some of the some of the ingredients and what they do. But you know, learning stuff isn't fun in any capacity. So I just wing it. Let's go with that. We're going to take things slow and steady and not be afraid to run away because we're not at full capacity, are we? We've only got one hand, two hands that are capable of swinging weapons. If we had like a mutation like regeneration where we could easily regrow limbs, this would be a much better experience because we could just start lopping off our arms and hope that the right ones grow back. Okay, so our boulderer is the... oh, of course. Of course. Of course we can't run that far. It's just time to run away. It's absolutely time to run away. We're clearly not cut out for this. We're gonna have to try something else. Have we got... We don't even have an urban nostrum injector, do we? Bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. So that's no good. We really need to regrow limbs, and we're not going to be able to do that at the moment. And I don't want to disappear looking for... Who on earth are you? Are you attacking him? Are you? Is that what's happening? Because that would be really good. If you were taking care of the Cragminch boulderers for me, then I'd be much happier. My day would be going a lot better. With that Simon, you. Die. Bloody glow white cultist of Bethesda's face. We're gonna get that. We're gonna take some time here. I'm gonna take it very slowly. What is this corpse? Is this the mechanimist's corpse? It seems to be. I'm gonna mark the Cragminch boulderer and hope that we can actually do some damage to him. I'm going to get away from the one that's lobbing boulders at us. Confuse them both. Who dead? Not me. That's alright then. That's all that matters. If it's not a dead me, it doesn't matter. Let's get that battle axe. Ooh. A carbide battle axe. That's going to come in extremely handy. Obviously not right now, but at some point it will come in very handy. So we do need to recognize that we're not strong. We do need to recognize that we've been handicapped by the loss of multiple limbs that can carry weapons. The strength of our character lies in our multi-limbed capacity, which has been removed from us. Hi, are you going to come at me and... Let's see if we can interact with you in any way. No. You're average and hostile. Hopefully, you can go away. Lightly damaged. We're going to run away a little bit. We're going to run away a little bit. Ooh. Things are quite scary at the moment in Cud. I'm not really looking forward to the concept of having to start all over again if we die in Bethesda Susa, so I'm not in a rush to charge face first into death. So maybe going down here at all was a bad idea. A chain gun turret. A chain gun turret. What abilities can we use that's going to help? I mean, in what way can we use discharge to our... I don't even know what discharge really does. Electrical generation. This... I mean, can we use it as a... like an EMP bomb? Let's just get over here a second and rest up and see if we can find a way to not go down like that. Who are you? An elastine skull cap? Can we equip that? Get another battle axe. Is this dude up here not friendly? He's trivial and neutral. Would you like to have some sort of conversation with me, sir? I think we can achieve something quite good here. Friendship. I'll just pony up the water. It would be nice if you had something good to say. Chat. You don't. We can't drink with you. He dead. We're taking it maybe a bit too cautiously now. I know it's not going to be exciting to watch, but I also don't think that watching me die prematurely is going to be particularly exciting to watch. So I am going to take it slowly. My apologies if that's boring. But we've had far too many deaths on the channel already, and you know, like, health and safety are starting to get concerned about what's happening. They're asking questions. Did I just shoot? He's wounded, he's cleaved. He's dead. We got there. Let's get some revolvers and some lead slugs. And let's take our time. It's, you know, what the crap did you just throw at me? A freeze grenade. Thank you very much for the gift of a freeze grenade at my face. It wasn't ideal. It's not what I was looking for out of my day. Salty water. Oh, that one's dead now. Cool. So we have two choices. Ooh, is this the dude that clones over here? A cloneling, yeah. The head and torso of the cloneling are comprised of skull-sized hexagonal pyramids of polished chrome. 4 many jointed chrome rods swivel from their core, wielding rusty scalpels, and another hangs limply. The cloning's genetic nanoprinter. Excellent. You, sir, do you have much to say? No. Do you have some lead slugs, though? We don't really need them, thank you. I appreciate the offer. Now, what about these boys? These are hostile boys. I mean, most of them aren't. This one certainly is. So if we're going to do anything with him, we need to bring him away from his pals. Come over here. Come on. Bring him away. Bring him away from the water. Okay, so he's made of, if I'm not mistaken, he's made of convalescence, right? So we can collect that. Whoa now. Whoa. We've collected an incredible amount of convalescence now. Putting us extremely over our... Let's drink some. It's effervescent. Let's pour some... Pour it on yourself. Let's go 10 drams. I don't know what it does. We're going to give it a go. 10. Enter. I'm covered in convalescence. We're carrying too much to move. So what we want to do is get rid of one of these. A couple of these. Let's just lob them over. Equip as a throwing weapon. And then we will throw them. Where was the stairwell? We've lobbed them over there. Then we know where they are and we can quickly and easily come back and get them should we require them later. So that's put us under our weight capacity. I think we might well have ruined... Have we ruined the convalescence? No, it's fine. We just need to make sure that nobody touches it. Pick that up. Is it worth... Can we try and cook with convalescence and see what that does? So we go... Bear jerky, convalescence. Pop some jam in there, I reckon. Pop some jam in there. Mind you, we do have a flame beard gland paste, which would be really handy. See what that does. 14% natural healing rate, 15% cold resist, 13% max HP. Not really the outcome I was hoping for, I'll be completely honest. So what's the biggest hindrance we've got at the moment is that we cannot... let's find a thrown weapon to use. What should we use? Poison, freeze. Definitely not freeze. That's not the way to go. Fire is the way to go with our friend that we're about to meet. So maybe we need to go and acquire some fire grenades, but then that is another step backwards. But then it's probably the wise step backwards, isn't it? We still haven't found any leeches, which is disappointing. I was hoping that we might accidentally stumble across one here. I mean, it's dumb to go into this knowing that there is no... You have nothing to trade. Live and exude, sir. Live and exude. It's dumb stumbling into this knowing that there's nothing positive that can come out of it. We are going to die if we go down there. I'm just going to try something. I know that convalescence heals to a certain degree. So, pour convalescence, pour it nearby, pour it there. 1 dram. Does that help anything? He's healing, at least, and let's heal up a little bit. Jesus, boys, what are you doing up there? He has a sharp folded carbide battle axe. Ta. So, let's just continue mucking about constantly rather than actually getting on with what we're trying to do. Do we have something heavy that we don't... Oh, we can get rid of that, can't we? I think it's unwise to go charging down to face Luminous Jotun, who likes to cleave. I think it's stupid. So, as much as it pains me to make this an episode that's no longer about what the episode was meant to be about, I think we have to be intelligent about it and not go wandering down there. But I can't think of any way that the game's gonna allow us to eat a leech corpse, even if we find one, short of being a cannibal. But isn't that a mutation? Not a... It's not a skill, is it? We need the ability to eat raw raw meat. And we just don't have that. And I'm concerned about how to continue. I guess the step to that is to just find the leech first. So as shit as it is, that's what we're gonna have to do. So let's carry on with the missions that we've got. Find S-kind. Find S-kind and retrieve Kindrish. Which is horse piss, to be frank. Unless we stumble across a leech here, which I can't see happening. Just no. No, goat boys. Goat. Don't need any of your interaction. Go away. Go. No leeches here. No leeches here, thank you. So I think maybe we have to stay, like continue charging about until we're absolutely famished. And then maybe then it will consider us hungry enough to be willing to eat. I mean, we could go to any one of these places and explore. But we're just going to go down to Balar and hope that the mission that we have to do there takes us somewhere where we might find leeches. That's not your fault. Oh, what could go wrong here? Are you unfriendly? Just run. Just run. Just run. I don't want any part of anything that's happening right now. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. What abilities have we got that we can use to our defense here? We can tighten our carapace, but that only works if we're stood still, if I'm not mistaken. What's that? Picked up a weird artifact. Can we... I don't want to be lost. I want to be running away, boys and girls. Let's rest up for as long as we can. Excellent. Excellent. There's an old worm skull over here. You are a wanker. Die. Pick that up. Let's head on our way. A worm skull. Let's have a look at what this weird artifact is first. A tattoo gun. Nice. We'll just pop it on our head. Oh, he caught that up. Oh, worm skull. It gives us +1 ego. That's what we want. Yeah, that's what we want. Ego is something that we struggle with, obviously, being low in ego. Stupid thing to say. Just leeches. All I want is leeches. I mean, I don't think it's that much to ask. Like, I could have spent the first 20 hours of the game begging not to be surrounded by leeches. But now I want them. Where are they? Chromeling. You're trivial and friendly. Chromeling, come back. I merely wish to speak. Oh, live long and remain restless then, sir. Oh, this makes for boring viewing. Okay, leeches. No, bears. You're not leeches. Take that. Lose whatever limbs you need to lose to leave me alone. Yeah, we want to pour from it. We want to pour it into a container that already has wine. That one. I'm going to check this. It's got a carbide sword and a musket. Nope. I'll take those books. I'll take that book. Good to go. Can I have a leech corpse, please? Just one. Let's just check the corpus as well. The corpus joyless. Read. A raw leech, not a bloated raw leech corpse. A raw leech corpse is what we want. So, I'm guessing that, I mean, logically, we need to be looking in swampy areas. Oh, we accidentally killed something. We're now level 17. And we're carrying too much to move. Let's cook and preserve our fresh foods. Let's preserve these luminous horseshrooms. Piggy. Where might we find a leech? We've regained our bearings. Okay. Let's go to Balar. Let's hope that Balar brings with it much joy. So I can't remember what point we had traveled along in this quest. Follow the road north and find the hollow tree where Eskadar used to play. I shall do that. Let's trade in. Have you got anybody that can trade? You can buy stuff off of me at least. So here, buy all of this. I'm gonna get rid of these faces. I mean, it's no, we're not. We keep faces. The face collector, but they do weigh a lot. And as much as the joke is great, it's running thin. We'll eat them. We'll eat the hands and stuff. We will sell this carbide battle axes. There's net. We're gonna have to start excuse me, using the turbo, I think. So let's get rid of the Masterworks short bow. Let's get rid of the pump shotgun. I can't see us using it. The pistols I can't see us using. We've got 2 grit gate recoilers. We've got a dropper recoiler. We can definitely take the chem cell out of one of them though, can't we? We're massively overweight, but that's got nothing to do with the game. Let's take the shade oil injector as to balance some of the water out that we're going to pick up. Good to go. So how are we doing on weight now? We're doing all right. We are doing all right. So do both of our axes currently have fully charged? No. Let us remove the cell from one of these. And then install it into our scanning bracelet. Remove cell. Install cell. You have wilted. Okay. That's no good to me. I need to find leeches. This isn't going well. This isn't going well. I think we need to try something different. Let's see if we can locate the hardest item in the game to find. An urban ostrum injector. We're not going to be able to do that, are we? So, oh, this game. Come on, stop jamming up. You don't have anything either. Sod it. Let's just go. I mean, we might struggle now that we've wilted. We just have to find this tree, follow the road up, and that should lead us where we're going. The road. Where's my coffee? There he is. The road goes up this way. No thank you, Mr. Chameleon. The road sort of disappears, but goes up here. Shit. We need to run away very quickly. What have we got equipped in our thrown weapon? Poison gas grenade. Carbide battle axes and chain gauntlets. How are you doing? You're badly wounded. Cool. What can we do? Let's put our... Let's try and use... Where is it? Titan carapace. Tighten your carapace. Our armor value is increased by 4. Come on. Come on. Run away a second. No shame in that. There is shame in it, but there you go. It's what we got to do. 0? What abilities have we got here? It's been too long since I've spent time concentrating on what I'm trying to do. And I've forgotten how to play Caves of Qud effectively. Cool. They're all dead. That worked out all right in the end. It took a lot longer than I wanted it to. What's this? Painted steel helmet. Look at that bad boy. After conferring with mysterious strangers, Reshef convinced them to help him find a harborage for the purpose of receiving visitors from across the clustered cosmos. They named it Starfarer's Key. Marvellous. Should we get it? Or should we leave it? We'll leave it. We don't need the desert rifle. I think we don't really need anything but to carry on our journey and not get too distracted. We are distracted from Bethesda Susa. Granted, but with good reason, I believe. What's that? A dog corpse. What a terrifyingly sad thing to find. Okay, here we are. We've found what we're looking for. I am Ula. I'm not your worst nightmare. Let's see about trade. You haven't got anything worth trading. Hydra Arch Care sent me. I'm shocked that she even deigned to speak my name. I'm a pariah now, beneath discussion. Does she demand remuneration for the scant supplies I stole? She says that you stole Kindrish, the village's treasure. Is that her angle? The claim that I stole Kindrish? Her influence must be waning more than even I knew. A frame-up. I suspected this. Good. I would give you a prize for your insight, but times have been lean. As you say, the Hyndriarch is obviously framing me. As a pariah, I am an ideal patsy for Care. Much as I love my people, they are weak of will and do not question the Grando. Do you think Care stole the treasure? You Kendron are just as thick as the elders. I'd hoped otherwise. Yes, I'm suggesting the old Grando is trying to fool you, and the village as well. I'm not certain that she stole it herself, but an investigation might undermine her authority. She can't have that. You don't need to be rude. How? Oh, I apologise. I apologise for my rudeness. Please understand that we've lost so much by leaving Balar. My mind is not in a gentle place. Being revisited by the tyranny I left behind is causing newly closed wounds to open. Forgive my tone, but please understand. I did not steal Kindrish. You are being used. What should I do? The proof is in the petals, Kendron. You want justice? Find out what really happened. If you find evidence, Warden Neelhind will support you. Speak to her. She is loyal to Grando, but more loyal to the truth. I will return to the village and we will sort this out. The Hindriarch will have to tolerate my presence until my name is clear. I will live and drink. That's... Yeah, there we go. You. May I ask some questions? Tell me about your family. What's to tell? We are outcasts, pushed to the margins by our people for the crime of harmless deviance. It's beyond perverse to call us back, just so that the Grando can punish us further. You got anything to trade? Nout! Never mind, live and drink. Come on then, boys. Let's go. You're too famished to travel long distances. Shit. Is it daytime? It's nighttime. Let's just eat something. Let's eat a small meal and then travel quickly to Balar so we don't have to piss about. Right. Hello, you. I like you. Let's talk. No. Esk is here and Grando seems very upset. Would you speak to her, please, Kendron? Hi, Grando. Eskind claims to be wrongfully accused. The prior claims to be wrongfully accused, and you believe her? She's obviously lying. Are all Kendron so gullible? There is no proof that she's lying. Go to the warden then, and have her solve this mystery. But know this, until a thief is found and Kindrish is recovered, I cannot reward you. You get nothing. Live and drink. Live and drink? Live and drink? That sounds more like an F off to me. Hi there, warden. Eskind claims to be wrongfully accused. You're the warden. Let's investigate and find the truth. That's a good idea. You'll help, right? My axe arm and conviction are strong, but deduction has never been my greatest strength. I can answer all questions about people in town, if that would be helpful. Could you answer some questions now? What can you tell me about Hindriarch Care? Care is very wise and very careful, which makes up for her lack of strength or tact. She's always known what's right, and she runs a very tight ship. She hates clutter from work like nothing else and cleans up any mess she makes, unless it's a spill. Then she makes Keeshine do it. It's because Grando has a terrible fear of standing in pools of water. A terrible fear of standing pools of water, refusing to touch them. Copper and bronze afflict her with allergy sores, and she can't touch them. She's too old to spar with me, but her bow arm still aims true. That's all I can think of. I have another question, if you please. What can you tell me about Eskind? She's a good person with strong convictions, or always has seemed so. I suppose that isn't helpful. Esk has a good eye for detail. She hates water vine so much that she avoids the paddies and won't eat mats without lard broth to make it taste better. She's afraid of salt bats. Facts. She's good at foraging and terrible at crafting. Can you tell me about Keeshine? Is completely loyal to Grando. We used to be friends, but his disposition has become so sour since he was appointed her protector, and he's quite cold to me now. He can't see well in darkness. He's the holder of Ari, an unbreakable heirloom fire axe, and he's very skilled with it. He's terribly finicky about food. He'll only eat bland food and meat, and once when he had a bad enough cough as a faundron, a caretaker tried to feed him yuckweed, and he kicked her so hard it dislocated her jaw. What do you know about the outsiders? Not very much. The only Kendron who are allowed in the village before you are traders, and it's always a very big fuss when one comes by. It's been a while since that happened, though, so any Kendron who have visited must have come in secret. I shall continue my investigation. We need to look at people, I know that. So let's look at you. Let's look at you. Let's look at you. You. Muscle and hide, a face fixed in an unthinking glare and a weapon upon his hip. His face fur aligns itself along the edges of his square-jowled scowl. You might feel guilty for thinking this Hindran a rank thug, were he not so clearly enamoured of the role. He is covered in thick fur. He's got leather armour, a weird artefact, chain gauntlets, and leather boots. Hindriarch Keh. Though time has wizened and weakened the elder of Balar, still her gaze and voice are as strong as any Hindran in the hidden village. Stronger in truth, for hers is the final word on any matter pertaining to her people. In the name of tradition, she is Hindriarch. On the lips of her children, she is Grando. To all the villages of Balar, she is law. She is covered in thick fur. So let's go and explore and ask some questions. Have you seen or heard anything peculiar? I heard that there was an outbreak of Glutrot in the Kendron villages outside of Balar. Now I want to leave here even less. Have you heard? I heard the sounds of fighting the other night. I stayed in the next day, so I feared I was. You don't have anything to trade? No. It's a very boring quest of asking questions and not really getting any answers. And for weeks and weeks, Keyshawn was so quiet, but now he's talking more than ever. He's so loud. Very cocky, I imagine. Have you seen or heard anything peculiar? No. No, I did not. You, come back. Don't run away from me, you turd. You know, Grando spent some late nights working on something she wouldn't talk about. I wonder what that was. How about you? Have you got anything? That's Guy's little sister, Lily Hart. She's always been quiet, but she didn't talk at all for 2 whole weeks before they left. Okay. I'm not quite ready to accuse anybody yet, but let's... Oh, hang on. I am Angerhind, grandson of esteemed elder L. Esselhind, a young scholar of Shakespeare, and best-dressed Hindran of Balar. I am also, as luck would have it, an aspiring investigator with an ear for mystery. My grandhand has forbidden me for looking into the strange doings in the village, but she hasn't said anything about me teaching you the ins and outs of detective work. We know how to find the evidence. What if evidence indicates multiple culprits? We know the reach of the law, however long. It is not the finest judge of right and wrong. Choose not what evidence thou wilt present, ere its consequence is evident. In short, you must use your judgment. What if I accuse the wrong person? There's always a risk. Needlehine knows everyone in the village very well. If you present supporting evidence that contradicts something the warden knows to be true about the suspect, well, she won't believe you. In fact, she might not let you accuse that person again, so be careful. If you make too many bad accusations, you might well lose credibility. Thank you. It was absolutely pointless. Nobody has seen anything. Nobody has seen... You're very unhelpful, guys. You, have you seen anything? Nothing. Have you seen anything? Nothing. Let's have a little scout about around here and see if we can... I think there's some hidden stuff that we found already. There might well be some more. No. You. Up here. How about you? In here. No. Herberies. Herberies. We got any witchwood bark? Oh, a bit of it. Let's have a quick look around the back of this building, and I think we might be ready to make an accusation towards somebody. Somebody, I think, somebody... I vaguely... Oh, it might change every time, though. He's got some new armor, hasn't he? Who are you? May I ask you some questions? I have questions for you. Why did you tell me Erskine had a brother? If you ask the exile, I'm sure she'll spin some kind of accusation that I believe gender to be an immutable prison. I impose it on others. She's lying. Okay, we'll ask you one more question. You might have stolen Kindrish. The Hydrarch is the most likely suspect, in my opinion. She might have kept it for herself or sold it. I've been suspicious of her pet bodyguard, Keyshine, for years. I wouldn't put it past him to steal treasure himself. That said, it might have been an outsider like you. I doubt any of the villagers had the nerve to steal such a valuable object, but I suppose it's faintly possible. So, Ishkine's sister had a period of complete silence. One villager was frightened by sounds of fighting at night. The Faundrin tell me that Keyshine went quiet for a few weeks. Theft by Kendron is very common during an outbreak of disease. Oh, let's just make an accusation, sod it. One villager was frightened by the sounds of fighting at night, indicating recent violence. Oh, let's just fucking go with number one. Apparently the Hydrarch isolated herself to work on a mystery project. I know the rumour you mean, but the villagers heard the clash of weapons. Care is too old for a prolonged fight like that, so I do not believe it was her. The Faundrin told me that Keyshine went quiet for a few weeks, only to become louder than ever again. This does indicate that some sort of illness transpired, and Keyshine was trying to hide it. So what you're saying is, concealed violence and illness, it was Keyshine who stole Kindrish. The evidence is clear. Eshkin did not steal Kindrish. The crime was committed by none other than the Grando's protector. There we go. We received Chrome Idol Sensory Array, Horned Chameleon's Face, Minor Mark 2 Sensor Array, Snapjaw Hunter's Face. Your reputation has increased. Marvellous. What was any of that stuff that we just collected? We collected a face? Well, I suppose looking at us, you can kind of see why they'd think that we would want that. Scrap. They gave us scrap. They gave us scrap. They gave us scrap. What? What happened to the lava cell? Oh, we have to... Thermoelectric cell. That was a mistake. So, let's try that again. Turbo. Remove that cell. And then equip the turbo. And we'll put boomerang arrows on it. So now we are carrying too much to move. What can we do about that? We need to get rid of 7 of weight. 7 of weight. Let's just drop that on the floor. Maybe we can just go and sell some junk. But what good will that do in the long run, really? That will just mean that we've... sell those. We keep the compass bracelet. The compass bracelet. Let's just get rid of these. They're not doing... we'll keep the glow white's face. Don't need the croc's face. Don't need the chameleon's face. Don't need the novice of the sightless ways face. We do. Just get rid of them. Fuck it. We can use faces as we find them. It was a great idea. And it was fun, but it is starting to get a little bit of a burden now. Sell this scrap. We don't need both recoilers. I don't want to carry the ingots around with me for fear of them rusting. Get rid of these. But then they don't weigh a lot. There we go. I think we'll still... We don't have enough water. Fuck. We'll just leave... We'll leave that convalescence on the floor here. We know where it is. Ain't going anywhere. In fact, let's chip off back to Joppa and dump some stuff. In... Did we put a chest in here? We can just try and sell some stuff a second. We're going to... Do you know what? We'll trade it off for the Labour security card. We'll sell loads of stuff. We'll trade it off for the Labour security card and have done with. Maybe we'll keep the HE missiles for now. No, we'll sell them. We don't need them. Stop mucking about, David. Get rid of these faces. It's a shame to let them go. It's a shame to let them go because clearly they came in so useful. Get rid of that carbide battle axe. Maybe the sharp folded. It's quite a good one, isn't it? It has +1 penetration. It's a shame that it doesn't have any other attachments to it, any other skills attached to it. We still don't have the money or the justification for that. We don't have the what are they called, water skins to put any water in. So we're gonna have to do that and then try and purchase some more water skins in a second. These are useless to us at the moment. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll pony up some water. And we've put 2 chests in here. So let's take all of that. I don't know why we did that. We could have just left it in there. We could have just left all of that in there. It was fine in there. Cool. And we'll use the actual chest that we wanted to use. We can get I believe that we can get Archive to repair that. I believe we can get Archive to repair that as well. We can also store a lot of our hefty things that we don't need to carry around with us, like all of this convalescence. We've got a lot of water on us. How much convalescence do we carry? Just 1 camel bladder of it? Don't need a tattoo gun. I think that's to cure a specific illness. Or affliction, at least. We'll stop carrying those around in case one of them gets broken. And we currently don't have the capacity to use data disks, so we'll put those in there. Might be worth actually using some of these items. Okay, that's all transferred. Let's go over and see if we can get Archive to fix stuff. Hello? I thought that you could fix stuff. Maybe that's only after. Maybe I'm mistaken in my understanding of what happens here. Pop that in there. Let's see what happens here. Put these things in there. He's got a workbench there. Does putting these on there fix them? Let's give it a go. I mean, they're broken already, so what's the problem? I do believe that you can get Archive to fix stuff though. So we'll leave them there and see if that works. Now, do you have anything useful for us? Just some water skins would be great, actually. Just some empty water skins. Anything else? Some carbide arrows, some boom arrows, lead slugs, steel arrows. Weird artifact. I'm gonna have to go like crazy lobbing stuff at Jotun when we finally find him. Do we have the access route to underground of... Yeah, let's go down here and see if there's anything worth hunting here. We've got a dropper recoiler. So you say that. Have we got a dropper recoiler with a cell in it? Yeah, we can find a way. We can find a way. So let's hope that because it's wet and gross down here, that we can find some leeches. I don't know really where else to go, and I don't really want to wander too far away from what our quest is. Shut up. Okay, that worked. Did we just... I think we'll save. all the ammo from that for as long as possible. We want leeches, please. Could you direct me towards the leech, please? Okay. We should probably take that out. And rest up a little bit down here where nothing can get to us. Why won't you rest? There we go. We're resting now. And then me and my pal. Ooh. The warden can go and find out where all of these boys is coming from. Oh my goodness. Get that gone quickly. Oh, that was terrifying. That was terrifying. You've wilted. I don't care about wilting. Just give me a leech, please. One leech is all I request. And I feel that it is not too much to ask for. Things are starting to get a little bit spooky down here. Hello. A trash monk. You don't have anything that I want, I'm afraid. But thank you. It's been nice to meet you. No leeches so far. I've got a feeling we're not going to stumble across leeches now. It seemed like the right place to find them. It's dark, it's wet. It's close to home. Which seems to be where we found the most leeches in the game. Is right by Joppa. Get rid of that thirst thistle before it does some irreparable damage to us. So do those yuckweed stems. And whip up a quick meal just to satiate ourselves. Don't want this thirst thistle making anyone too dehydrated. Silver nuggets. My goodness gracious. What's that? Rough agate gemstones. There seems to be some sort of extremely lucrative mine underneath the dropper. Oh, maybe we should have explored here sooner. We've gone way off track of where we wanted to go. There is logic behind it in my head. There is logic behind it. It's not what I want to be doing. But I also don't want to be wandering around aimlessly covered in fungal infections. So we've got to give it a try. We're going to have to find whatever nest they crawled out of quickly before it becomes a huge deal. What on earth was that? Yonder bush? No sign of it yet. Yonder brush is revealed to the west. Can we do anything with that? It gives me no indication of understanding me, so no, we can't do anything with it. Just simple. It's a real simple request, and I don't know why it's being ignored by the game. Just a slug. Just a single slug. This may be an episode that needs to be cropped down significantly to make it valid. Slug? Leech. Slug. What are you talking about, you clown? If you wake that thing up, mate, I'm not going to be very happy. Is this a fresh... The lair of Faxabella Ocephus? Legendary giant dragonfly? Okay. Let's give it a go. Let's see what's down here. Might be not worth exploring, but why is it giving it to us as an area to enter? Let's see if there's an easier way to get there. Over here. That leads down here. You do. Nope. Blocked by a tangled mud root. So it's not over there either. Well, we know that there's a lair now underneath Joppa. So, if nothing else, we can find our way there. Because it's been not fruitful in the way of finding leeches for us. This is putting us over our average episode time, so it might be time to call off the hunt here. Sandals of the River Wives. Look at it. Nothing interesting. Let's go further down. Let's go further down. And then he's going to give up going further down and he's going to go back because there's obviously nothing down here that we need to find. There's no leeches down here. There's nothing. There's snapjaws hiding down here for some reason. What are they up to? Some free XP from the battles, but it's not really becoming very useful at the moment, is it? Crack the wax flab. Super. If you could just take it off completely, I'd appreciate it. Wax flab back. Yet to find anything worth writing home about, really. No, I think that's time. That's time to teleport our way back to Joppa. Never mind, we didn't find any leeches. I think the leech quest is probably something to do... I don't want to say it off camera because it's fucking boring. It's fucking boring. So I'm wasting everybody's time hunting for leeches. We have found some cool stuff though. So we found some cool equipment. We've got buckets and buckets full of convalescence that will come in really handy because they give us healing properties and save us from dying in the cold. We'll tackle that on the next episode of Caves of Kut. Thanks very much for joining us today. I've had a marvellous time. It's been a very, very long episode. Extremely long episode. In multiple parts. So, thanks for joining us. I've been Arsenic Candy Gaming. You've been marvellous as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and anything else that seems appropriate for a YouTube video. And I will look very much forward to catching you on the next episode. Take care now. Bye-bye.